All right, math magicians, we are going to continue on with our review. So have your review standards packet, and we are going to start off today with day 14. Just cruising along through the packet, and we will get started. Okay. For a class picnic, Mrs. Keys buys 4 boxes of oranges, and there are 6 oranges in a box. The students sit at 8 tables. Mrs. Keys puts the same number of oranges on each table. Remember, same number, so that gives us a clue. How many oranges does she put on each table? Okay. So if she's putting the same number, eventually we're going to do what? We're going to divide, right? Because dividing is putting things in equal groups. But we need to know how many oranges we have. We have 4 boxes, and there are 6 in each box. So what will we do? Very good. 4 times 6. So if we have 4 boxes, and there's 6 in each box, how many oranges do we have? Yep, 24. Very good. Okay. Second step, now they're sitting at 8 tables, and we're going to put the same number in each table. So we're going to take our 24, and we're going to divide it into our 8 tables. And we get, yep, because 3 times 8 is 24. Very good. You can also do the little dividing trick. 8 circles, 24 dots. Again, you should know your multiplication facts. If not, you better draw pictures to solve the problem. And then we would get 3 dots in each circle. You don't have to do that if you know how your facts are, or you know your facts. Mr. Larson worked 5 days during the week. On each workday, he spent $8 on lunch. And on Sunday, he spent $55 on lunch for his family. How much did he spend in all on lunches? Okay, so step 1, we need to know how much money he spent during the week. So what would we do? He works 5 days a week and he spends $8 each day. What would we do? Yep. We would multiply times 5, 5, 10. You should be able to do that. And we would get, he spends $40 during the work week on lunch. Then he spent $55 on lunch for his family. So then what would we do with our 55? I use that. Now I need to use 55. Right, we would add it because we've got $40 during the week, $55 on the weekend. So we would add that together to get our total amount that he spent on lunches. Amanda sweeps the kitchen floor 6 times a month. She sweeps her bedroom floor 2 times a month. How many times does she sweep in 4 months? Okay, so we want to know for 4 months altogether how many times she sweeps. What is step 1? We need to find out how many times she sweeps the floor in 1 month. She sweeps the kitchen 6 times, and then we would add the 2 times for her bedroom. So 8 times is how many times a month she sweeps the floor. But the question is asking for 4 months. If this is 1 month, what would we do to find 4 months? Correct, we would multiply. Now, 8 times 4 is 32, so it would be D. Remember our times 4 trick. It's a double double. So it's a double double. Okay, remember your tricks. All right, Mac planted his garden. He planted 7 rows with 6 plants in each row on Saturday. He planted 25 plants on Monday. He wants to know how many more plants that he planted on Saturday than Monday. So we know eventually we are going to subtract, right? Well, we know he planted on Monday. What did he plant on Saturday? 7 rows with 6 plants in each row. Okay, so that would be 42. So we use that, we use that. Now we need our 25. How many more tells us we are going to subtract? Go ahead and subtract. All right, I have 2 fingers, can't take 5 away. Go next door, get 10 more, and I get 17. Hopefully you did too. Paige grew squash in her garden. She measured the length of each squash to the nearest inch and recorded the data in a bar graph. How many more? Love it. Squash were 4 inches long, then we're 7 inches long. So we're going to know we're going to subtract. So 4 inches here, I go up, I slide it, 4 has 5, number of squash. 7 is over to 2, and 5 minus 2 very quickly is 3. Okay, page 2. A class made a picture graph to show the number of sunny days in October. This is the key to their picture graph. Each sunshine represents 4 days. Okay, so each one is 4. How many days does the picture stand for? If each one is 4, right? Or 1, 2, 3, you could say 4 sunshines, and each one is worth 4. And you should get, B, 16. 4 plus 4 is 8, 4 plus 4 is 8, 8 plus 8 is 16. Use the data from the frequency table to answer the question. How many students in all took the survey? So we're just going to add up all the students. So I want you to do that right now. So you're going to either the tally numbers or just the numbers. So hopefully you should have been able to add that up. Here's how I do it. I know 9 plus 3 is 12, and then I've got 12 here. So I get 24, and then I add my 6. And don't try to add it in your head, write it out, and you should have gotten 30. C. Okay. Number 8, which of the following number lines point at 2/3? So like we did the other day, we're going to figure out which, how many pieces each number line is broken into before we can find out 2/3. So this one is broken into 2. So I know my denominator is 2 here, so that won't work. 1, 2, 3, that's in thirds. And so I would have 1/3, 2/3, 3/3. So it's B, but let's go ahead and keep going. 1, 2, that one's in fourths. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's in sixths. So that one is not correct. So B is correct. All right. Name the point on the number line. Okay, so this has been a while since you did this. Remember when the number lines go after 1, cover it all up, right? To see what each one is. It's not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This number line is not broken into eighths. We cover it up to see what each one piece is broken into. Okay? So I cover it up. Let me get my paper, sorry. Cover everything up after 1. That's where you get your denominator. Okay, that's how many pieces each one is broken into. So it has 2 pieces. So this is 1/2, 2/2, 3. Remember, we keep going. And the denominator stays the same. Just that 0 to 1 tells me what my denominator is for the whole graph, the whole number line. So we know 1, 2, 3 halves. All right. You've learned all of this stuff. This is just a refresher. It's a review. This number line goes from 0 to 1, so we don't have to cover anything up. So let's just draw our dashes to figure out how many pieces we're broken into. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we know our denominator is 6. So what is this fraction here? Go ahead and label it. Yep. 1/6, 2 6, 3 6, 4 6, 5 6, 6 6. So 3-6. I bubble in the 3, I bubble in my fraction symbol, and I bubble in the 6. Again, make sure you're bubbling in the right number and you're staying in the right column, because the bubbles are what gets graded, not what you write in the box. What's the same thing as 3/6? It's right in the middle. So it would be 1/2 would be our equivalent fraction. Okay, tomorrow we will continue on with day 15, but right now, yesterday you did your quick check. And so you can mark through 13 on your warm-ups. And you would continue on today where your independent practice, your day 14 warm-up. Okay. Matching the days, okay? So if you want to do 13 for extra practice, cool. Just do 14 and make sure mom or dad get it checked to make sure that you're doing it correctly, okay? And last but not least, your ninja. Yes. All right. Let me get my crayons. Hang on. I'll be right back. I didn't have them ready. Sorry. So if you got 70% or higher on your quick check yesterday, it is time to color in our ninja. Let me try to find my crayons here. Okay. So 70% or higher, and you just earned your next ninja belt. If you did not get 70% or higher to earn your belt, remember, you go back, you review the questions that you missed with mom and dad. I trust you to be honest, and then you can color in. After you review them and you understand them, then you get to color in your next ninja belt. So everybody, today your belt, 70% or higher, excuse me, is red. Your next ninja belt is red. So you can do that after you finish your work. Okay. Only 2 more belts to go. All right, so do your math warm-up, day 14, then 70% or higher, you got your red belt, man. And if you did not get 70% or higher, go back with mom and dad, check your work, then you can color in your ninja. And I will see you tomorrow.